What's going on, guys? Jesse Rush with Flingot Bows here. I just wanted to go over something with you. Another thing here, a little trick to the trade for all you beginning bowyers. Number one, you got to have a tillering tree. This is a tillering tree. Let me bring it over here, lay it out on the table, and let you really have a look at it. Excuse the mess in the background. Okay, this is a tillering tree. This is where the bottom of the handle will sit. I got that marked off. That's 0. This is 1 inch. Every 2 inches, I just took a skill saw and sawed 2 lines, one right at the mark, one just below it, so the string would fit in nicely. Every 2 inches. All the way down a 2x4 is all it is. And I went 31 inches, and my last mark was at 30, the saw line. 28 is your bare, your basic draw weight, your draw length, blah 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 at 28 inches. All my stuff is I have a 26-inch draw, so you'll notice like on my bows, it's right now that looks crappy like in pencil, but I take a dab of wood glue and smear it over it so it won't ever come off. That's under the wood glue. But this is my hickory self bow. It's 73 inches long. It's a pretty long bow. And it is 48 pounds at 26 inches. It's a pretty strong bow. Legal hunting weight is 40 pounds at 28 inches. It's 48 pounds at 26. 2 more pounds, 2 more inches, you go up 3 pounds per inch. So 48, 49, 50, 51 at 27. And 54 pounds at 28 inches. So that's a 54 pounds at 28 inch bow. But I tillered it to go to 26 inches. They say a bow is 9/10 broken when tillered properly. You can't pull it another 2 inches, you could break it. So anyway, back to what I was saying. This is a tillering tree. It's basically just a 2x4. It's made to where it can stand up on its own with some notches every 2 inch cut in it for the strings. What you do is you stick your bow on there. I'm just going to show you with a little 21 pound at 28 inch draw, little PVC bow that I made for my kid. We'll draw it down to 28. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Here you go. There it is. There's a 28 inch draw PVC bow. 21 pounds. It's a light little guy, but it's kind of fun to shoot targets. It's got a little recurve. The tip's a fun little bow. But the way you do it when you're building wooden bows is you put it on there like that, and you step back, and what you want to do is you want to look at this curve and make sure that it's curving nice and perfect. Like, it depends. If you're making, like, this is a non-bend, it doesn't bend in the handle. If you're making a full compass bow, which means it bends in the handle, then you basically should be able to fit a perfect circle right inside of here. And if you can't do that, then you're doing it wrong. But if it bends in the limbs, then you just need to look, make sure you got a nice smooth curve, and obviously it'll be flat in this vicinity of the handle. Now that's a tillering tree, and that's how you make your bows not break. Build one of these guys, you can step back, look at your limbs, then you come up, and if you got a flat spot right here, that means you need to take a little off. If you've got a hinge, then you need to take off around the hinge and leave the hinge alone. Tillering tree makes it to where you can see what's going on with the bow very well. Now, once you've got your bow done and you want to see what it weighs, you can take your tillering tree and a regular house scale, like everybody has at home, okay? Now, you take your tillering tree and you sit it on there to where you can see the weight. Then, you put your bow on there, okay? Then you zero it out. So right now, see, it's a little over 0, so let's bring it back. So you zero the weight out. Then you've got your marks. So you pull it down to, we'll say 28 inches. You keep your pressure on it. And look. It's 21 pounds at 28 inches. And now I know that this bow is 21 pounds. And that's how you can tell the poundage of your bows right at home without going out and buying like a fish scale and, you know, spending a bunch of extra money. Find some scrap 2x4s around the house, build a tillering tree, which you have to build anyway if you're going to be a bowyer. Once you've built the tillering tree, grab Mom's scale that she hates looking at anyway, and zero it out with the tillering tree and the bow on it. Pull it down while still holding it down to your desired inch, 28, 26, 20, 15, whatever. Read the scale. The pressure from you pulling it down will move the scale to the proper weightage, and it'll tell you what the bow weighs at whatever inches. I hope this was helpful. Jesse Rush from Flinga Bows. Take it easy.